3-1. And we're going to Shipwreck for game number 1.
Shipwreck has been the favorite stage between these two teams, it would seem. And the weapon spawn comes over. We saw Elsom characteristically aggressively fighting 2 players for that 1 spawn coming in. And Ket, as a result, last one to pick up a hammer, and Doggo getting a few hits in before we can really get into this all-out brawl in the grand final. Oh, and look at that. Daylight ground pound from Rygunduz doesn't quite work out, but the down air recovery does.
Lots of big swings. Elsom finding that gravity cancel down sig in the middle of all of that fray to get some good damage built up. Rygunduz, the most damaged on the screen, might be the target soon as Elsom swinging big again, throwing out some side sigs.
Oh, neutral sig. Not able to catch and spike. Elsom goes for the weapon throw, slides off, and Rygunduz gets hit by a. Oh, that was
almost.
He had to take a moment to
rough,
reevaluate where he ended up after that side air and the weapon throw hit him because he was like, "What? How am I beneath the stage?" Sidelight side air hits. Doggo takes the stock. Now Ket in the 1v2 for a time, getting a side air and trying to get the stock. Nice job with the alley-oop and the neutral light. Weapon throw almost provides an assist as well. Can Rygunduz get this edge guard here on Elsom?
He's hanging out, but Rygunduz does find the connection. You saw Doggo trying to get in position, trying to block out, but still, Elsom gonna fall.
Oh.
Top of the map.
No
Ket
alley-oop there. Ket goes for the nair instead. Side air into side air. Elsom gets a down tick. Stomps there.
Good
Great
nair.
save from Rygunduz. That was absolutely in reaction to watching that happen, because if he didn't hit that nair there, Ket was out 10 seconds earlier.
Yeah, denying any opportunity for the alley-oop, instead adding some less force to it to keep the teammate alive. Didn't last long, though, as Doggo is the only one left on that first stock.
Oh, friendly fire from Ket. Oh, Rygunduz gets scooped to the stage, and that's it. Recovery hits, and they're both going down. Ket can't make it back after that one, and Doggo is more than willing to give up stock number 1 to bring this to a 4-2.
Elsom, though, was the one who ground pounded Doggo to make sure that that trade went through.
Wait, really? Yeah. I was like, why you? What
That's
did
what
you
I
catch?
said. Wait, I was like,
what
wait,
did you catch that I did?
Just put some boots on your teammate's head, but it's okay, as you got 4 stocks left to the 2 of the blue team, Doggo and Elsom. Again, they have to win the first best of 5 to reset in the grand finals.
Yep, that's absolutely right. Sidelight nair hits. Ket gets the recovery, trying to bring Elsom down to 1 stock. Side sig. Okay, Elsom is providing enough opportunities for the opposing team to make this possible, right? Side sigs his teammate into losing his stock. No better combo than that for the blue team. Oh, but that's
nice end sig. Weapon toss.
Just purely in that neutral sig was just absolutely in the direction of winning the game, which I'm surprised to see from Elsom sometimes with the way that he's been playing this terrace. But you know what? It keeps both teams on their guard.
You know what, Elsom? He's just going out there and just putting damage everywhere, and it works out. You know, that's all. That's what matters.
I want to see this ground pound. I want to see this ground pound on Doggo.
Right there.
That's awesome.
Did you see it?
I completely missed it the first time around. I was like, wow. They did all of this, and the only person that went down was Doggo, and it was only because Elsom was just kind of like, I'm going to do it.
I will say, despite that rough ground pound, Doggo made sure that nobody on the blue team got a hit for a chase dodge up. And that would have been that would have made that so much worse.
You're right. Doggo turned a bad situation into a slightly less bad situation.
Yeah. He made sure to convert the most that he could out of it. Yeah. And so good plays all around. Red team going into this with the lead, 1 up.
And now, with this lead 1 up, as you were saying in the previous game, right? They have to win not 1, not 2, not 3, but 6 total games.
To completely close out spring championships.
Close out spring championships. The next 2 are what they need to be able to get that reset.
Whoa!
And we are just, I think,
a little bit of technical difficulties here, but nobody actually fell inside all that.
We are back.
It really, you know, emotionally felt like everyone fell, but visually no one did. That's how that works out.
And right now, that down sig from center stage, the first Bodvar down sig gravity canceled in center stage to knock out in history, Duke. I'm saying it right now.
It's rare. Usually you see those off stage as like a return back.
You can't just say that it's rare when I say it's the first in history.
That's how rare it is.
Is that how rare it is?
Yeah, it's like an achievement where it's like 0.0001%. You're the only one who has it.
Yeah, but you can't absolutely be sure. Yeah, that's true. Rygunduz and Ket doing a good job bringing this back here. As we have a slight change. I don't think this was the Thor skin that Ket was using last game.
No, he changed. He was Undertaker, and now he's over to, I think this is Draugr Thor, but it's working out as the blue team does have that advantage.
To be clear, cosmetics that you choose do not change the skill of the player, but it could change. It could change the mindset. Yeah, that is very possible. as we have a lead for the blue team. Rygunduz taking a decent amount of damage here. Ket yet to be damaged in the second stock. Stomp Sider comes through, and Rygunduz trying to get the side light. Nice job with the side signature, but the neutral sig from Doggo will get some extra damage. And oh, Elsom in trouble. Can't make it back, and Doggo's not there to save him.
Yeah, Doggo was trying to relieve the pressure. You saw him throwing out
Doggo's
these recoveries.
Gone.
Save. Oh, the weapon toss. Save again.
Save, counter save again. Side air hit to Doggo. It's just been like, man, first game 1, now game 2. He's just constantly getting hit by everybody, and that time not in the red team's favor, as it's 4 stocks to 2.
Yeah, blue team cleaning up house right now. They've got such a big lead. Even Rygunduz, the most damaged person on the blue team, is not quite in that KO percent.
Nice scoop coming up from Doggo, but stuff recovery means Doggo can't even touch the stage. That is it, Duke. That's game 2 for sure. I mean, we can see what happens with Elsom here, but when we were talking about the level of like doableness for a 1v2, this is pretty low.
This is pretty undoable. Yeah. It's hard to win a 1v effectively 4, right? One stock left to the 4 of your opponents, and they're hitting you.
Stomp side sigs coming through. Rygunduz going in for that falling sider. How did we get into a situation where Elsom is edge guarding 2 players? I don't know, but it's only a matter of time at this point. Sweat and Elsom gets back to the stage. No punish from Ket.
Nope. They're going for all the damage they can, right? Like they're not too concerned with any team combos or anything. They're just like, I'm gonna hit them, and we're just gonna keep hitting. And there's the dare. One more hit, Elsom.
Oh, can't make it back.
Yep.
And Ket just gets a little bit of extra team damage there at the very end. Really well played. Doggo had a pretty unfortunate time off the left side of Shipwreck this game, I would say. I don't think that what happened with Doggo on the left side was even indicative of his performance throughout the entire bracket. I really think he just got pretty outplayed, both by his opponents and the map in that case, right? Like we saw that dodge just barely not touch Shipwreck. Elsom can't make it back here either, I don't think. Yeah, that's it.
You know what might be really good for this red team?
What's that?
Longer walls.
Longer walls?
Yeah.
Well, they have not played anywhere other than Shipwreck the entire time that they've been fighting against each other, both in winners finals and here in the grand final. So I doubt that will ever happen.
Well, I mean, they could ban to maps with longer walls. Because, I mean, right there, we saw in 2 clips where they were just shy of touching. And, I mean, Shipwreck, historically, relatively short walls.
Yep.
So if we had something a little bit longer, could have seen them survive a little longer as well. But instead, we're going to the next one with Elsom on the swap over to the Hattori.
Ooh, this is interesting. He's even dipping out of the movement speed to get a little bit of extra tankiness.
I get it.
Because, well, in a doubles space, I could pretty confidently say the most common stance you will see is getting more defense, just because of how many more people could potentially be hitting you there. But a Tori could get knocked out pretty early on. And the way that Elsom plays, I'm a little afraid of how offstage is going to happen, just because Elsom tends to really go in deep for knockouts.
Well, we're already seeing Elsom, again, being the aggressor in the situations, despite being unarmed. Just going to be charging forward towards the blue team members. There's that weapon spawn. It's a spear in hand.
Ooh, Ket with an amazing 3 hits on the hammer. But Elsom returning in kind. Goes into the side stick, interrupted. Weapon throw down into pickup. Gets the side stick of Rygunduz, but this punish from Ket's not that much. A hammer sidelight is he's going to need more than that to make up for all the damage that Elsom's been getting. And that neutral sig is a knockout for the red team.
Yeah, this swap over to the Hattori actually looking pretty good. Elsom's been able to put out some solid damage. Unfortunately, spot dodges inside of that down 6 are just going to take a bunch of damage to the back of the head.
Oh, falling, neutralites hits. Nice job with the scoop, I think. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if it was friendly fire or not until that knockout screen came through, and Ket could follow shortly afterwards. Elsom, he's doing pretty great on the second stock, and Doggo, unlike last game, is the only one surviving onto this first stock.
Well,
I say something, and now it's not true, but Rygunduz could go down to 1 stock pretty soon if he's not careful, and that ground pound hits a nice chase dodge from Elsom as well.
Some great aggression again coming out from Elsom, but Ket with a good punish. Left side, though, Doggo gets the 1v1 and takes out Rygunduz a second stock.
Wow, Elsom, fantastic on the sword. Ket falling victim to Shipwreck falls.
Okay.
And it looks like it's just a problem from either player. Whatever team is having the most momentum on the stage is encouraging the other player from having trouble getting back to the stage. We're seeing is, Doggo getting even more damage from Rygunduz. This is almost certainly in the direction of a red team victory here in game 3.
One thing that will always be true is that the wall size does not have any biases. It doesn't choose who it ends up going short for, and right now it's going short for the blue team as a red team with 4 stocks left to the 2 of the blue team. There's another potential. Wait. Rygunduz gets up. Oh, the turnaround.
All right, that's a double knockout. It's pretty huge. This is still in the realm of like, okay, Rygunduz is going to get hit by a side stick and that's it.
Yeah.
But,
oh, he went for a nair?
Doggo, you scared the heck out of me. He was sweating at the side of the stage with a fresh stock. All right, D-Light recovery takes Rygunduz off the top, and now Ket is in a pretty tough 1v2. But Elsom and Doggo have been giving us some opportunities off the side of the stage with the hammer that's just primed for reversals. So let's see what Ket can do.
Ooh, Elsom not quite able to follow up. Ket picking up an orb of his own. The weapon toss is just opening him up. He's stuck on this corner here. This is a rough spot to be in.
How did Elsom get hit?
I think he charged forward as Doggo
was going for the down air. Yeah, some miscommunication there. D-Light recovery hits through, goes up for the recovery, and Ket looked for a reversal, couldn't quite get it. D-Light recovery takes him off the top. Nicely done. In a very controlled edge guard coming out from the red team. In a situation where I really feel like they went, okay,
let's win this one.
Let's cool it down a little bit. He could bring this back. They take down Ket in a very methodical style off the top and bring it to a match point. Because if Elsom and Doggo go down in this best of 5, they're eliminated, and Ket and Rygunduz are spring championship champions. And but if they win this, then we go to the final grand final. Where either team, when they lose that best of 5, are out of the tournament for good.
Very real possibility of a second best of 5 here for the Australian region. It's all on the back of if Elsom and Doggo can win this next game. Or I guess the one after it, but we'll just say this one for dramatic effect.
Ooh, yes, and Doggo and Elsom on the right side of the stage. Elsom gets it. That's almost certainly it. Ket has to grab it. Ket's a
it's
right?
Thor.
Oh. Okay, and even though he was Thor, didn't need the neutral signature. Really held on to all of those jumps for a very long time. Blue team still at a deficit for damage here, but really between these two, it's whose stock goes down first. Because Elsom and Doggo will chase for some crazy stocks, and then Shipwreck will have its say, and all of a sudden we'll have a new set of numbers on the screen. So let's see what happens here as Rygunduz doesn't make it back, gets punched in the face, and Ket is just running for his life as that pogo hits, and this second pogo will seal the deal.
I feel like Ket has spent the first minute of this game trying to survive.
Rygunduz
he's going to get taken out. The hammer just in case.
Team combo.
Immediate.
Ground pound, D-Light.
Oh,
okay.
he didn't jump.
Elsom chose not to go for the side air there. Maybe. He just didn't jump. I was thinking that, oh, wait, Elsom. Okay. It's only the first stock. Oh, Doggo also falling. You know, if he didn't side air, I think he would have touched the stage.
Maybe. Could have had more drift in it. But either way, stock count still advantage to the red team off of a big KO onto Rygunduz. And Rygunduz, we're not seeing him do that same kind of clutch up that Goddess did when she lost her stock early. Instead, he's just going in.
Side stick hits. Ket's trying to get that extra damage in. But Ket's at risk of going down the one stock pretty soon, too. Goes in for the stomp. Gravity cancel stomp. Doesn't get the cider afterwards. Very end of the stomp. Cider hits Doggo. Gets his first amount of damage here. And the recovery from Elsom oddly saving Ket, but for how long?
He's just getting pinballed. The side stick connects. Rygunduz still fighting despite the power play. Team combo opportunity and a good breakup from Ket.
Ooh, and Ket and Rygunduz. Let's see what they can do here. Down air hits. Goes for the stomp. Neutral light connects. Oh, dude, it's looking like it's going to be a grand final reset at this point. Rygunduz is so damaged, and Ket just can't get these knockouts. Elsom's still living.
Yeah. Despite that relatively low defense of Hattori coming in, putting into that defense stance, keeping her alive, but the recovery from Ket will finish off that second stock. Still, this is such a tough spot for the blue team.
Recovery hits. Rygunduz barely survives. Neutral light gets the team combo into Ket. Every little bit of extra damage works. Doggo still isn't being taken off the top.
Okay, downlight recovery. Elsom connects with the side sig, and it's all left to Ket in the 1v2.
All right, Ket. Can he take down Elsom?
Target swaps.
He is hitting both of them, but he was also giving himself in a position. It's like when you're target swapping in a 1v2, you're also in the best position for a team combo.
Yep. Especially because the target swap move was like the combo setup, so it didn't even have like a lot of force. It was just like, I hit a side light and I turn around and hit another side light.
All right, Elsom's taking a good amount of damage, and if Elsom goes off the stage like Amaze did in the elimination final, there's a chance. Oh,
that's
look
it.
at that. Oh, but weapon throw covered him. Ket got the side air. Side stick hits.
No punish.
No punish because of the chase dodge. Ket, one more of those. Elsom could go down, and Doggo could be in a 1v1. That was clever. Down stick almost catches them off guard, but that's going to be it.
Dodge, and yep, Ket can't touch. We got a reset. Doggo and Elsom take Ket and Rygunduz to elimination point.
One of those rare situations where I did forget. Yeah, he had to use his dodge to get that down signature there. We highlighted so much as commentators, but it really is a big deal because I was thinking, oh, down sig, clever, forced them all the way. But all it did was make them go, we didn't get hit. We've got 3 seconds to do whatever the heck we need to do to win. And they did it. And now both players have been eliminated once, or have not been eliminated once. Both teams have lost a set.
Yes.
And are now on the verge of elimination here in the grand final. We've got Doggo and Elsom. Elsom now on the Hitori after losing that game.
It's working.
And Cat and Rygunduz still sticking to the Thor Bodvars. We're finally getting away from Shipwreck Falls onto Mammoth Fortress.
What?
No longer can we blame or even talk about the wall here.
Are my eyes deceiving me?
Like, yeah, Mammoth Fortress, it's pretty hard not to touch the wall on this stage. It's like
it's a long wall, especially in the 2 space, but right now, Doggo trying to keep Ket from touching that right side wall. Ket gets away from it, but again, we're seeing kind of Ket just try to play the survival game, has yet to pick up a weapon.
Ooh, recovery comes through. Doggo goes forward. Ah, no. Oh, the recovery.
Oh, the
nice
weapon
interrupt.
toss.
It was a nice interrupt for the blue team, but it was, oh no, Elsom going off stage with these ground pounds here. Rygunduz gets the ground pound too, and Elsom's gone.
Can't save him. And Elsom and Doggo are now down to their second stocks.
This is why Doggo and Elsom like Shipwreck, because when they go to the walls, they just go so crazy off the side of them that anything could happen. Downline recovery. That's not it. Ket's still surviving. And now they're getting a bunch of extra credit here on this game 1.
Doggo coming in, trying to hit a side air, trying to get some punishes in. Downlight recovery finally takes out one of the blue team members, but oh my goodness, Rygunduz hits a ground pound, goes for another, and Doggo's going to punish him for it. Team combo?
Oh, but the weapon throw. It was interesting because Doggo technically got another neutral because of the weapon throw, but then he get the eye, so it's a little weird. Ground pound hits. Double down air. Wow, Rygunduz getting so much damage in here. And Elsom gets the pivot side stick, actually. Nicely done.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to get some damage out, but the blue team is the one with the lead. Side air. Off stage, gravity cancel neutral light. Not going to hit, but he's still able to get back up.
I did like the option. Would have definitely gotten the knockout if Doggo fell into it. Doggo makes it above, though. And the D-Light recovery is going to have to seal the deal there. Elsom getting hit with that side light. Ground pound avoided. Can he get the double pogo? Ground pound doesn't work as that sword recovery goes right in between the area of threat from it. And Elsom decides to fight against sword unarmed.
Yeah, he's still trying to play this offstage. You see him come up, just a fake out, hits that down air over the corner. Rygunduz, despite the sweat beats, that's that long wall, keeping him alive on Mammoth Fortress.
Weapon throw forward. Liking it. Rygunduz off the right side of the stage. Oh, weapon throw down. Nice job with the neutral signature. Side air hit. Side light connects. Doggo gets hit by the side air himself. The nice down light from Ket means that the blue team, it's not past the point of no return yet, Duke. No. With them both being on orange here, if both players on the blue team go down here, I would say that there's a very honest chance the red team can bring it back. Neutral light not enough just yet. They need to finish these stocks. Yeah, they are having so much trouble with it.
All right, finally they'll take out Ket, they'll take down Rygunduz, and now it's even stocks. The red team more damaged, but there's still that potential. They're not out yet.
We just need that Elsom special off the right side of the stage. He's been loving playing over there, and usually Rygunduz is willing to entertain him off there too, but we'll see whether that happens or not. Elsom with the D-Light recovery up the top, gets the pogo instead. That's a great start, and Ket's taking a good amount of damage himself. Oh, the double D-Light side air. Not the double D-Light, but they hit both of his opponents at the same time. That's huge.
Caught both of them. Blue team, they're taking damage. Red team finding opportunities. Neutral sig connects onto Rygunduz off stage. The blue team has been split for a while, but the punish!
That's huge.
Oh, and the interrupt.
Yeah, that neutral air stopped the sidelight sider from hitting. Doggo now in a 1v2 with that weapon throw. Wait, okay, Rygunduz doing great with that weapon throw to be able to catch Doggo off guard. Will that weapon go over to Doggo? No. Nope. Starved.
He hasn't seen a weapon in years. Oh, but a nice down heavy will push the blue team off stage.
He gets a sidelight recovery. Huge hammer picked up. Side air on either player. Could be a win for Doggo here.
He's in a tough spot. Oh, the chase. He tries to chain dodge, try to be tricky. The weapon toss doesn't hit. Doggo comes in, side sig. That's going to be a punish, but he's still living. That's that was it. Thor life.
Thor defense on Mammoth Fortress. He has one more side air in him.
Exclamation points. He's running out.
Oh, stomp comes through. Oh. Rygunduz goes
no
off stage.
hits.
I thought he was going to take advantage and try to go after Ket with that, but that's it. Downer hits, enough knockback to take him off the bottom. And Ket and Rygunduz barely take game one off of what was almost a really close comeback there.
Yeah, I mean, red team, they were scrapping, but they still took just a little bit too much damage, and that's going to be the first win going the way of the blue team. And now the blue team are 2 away from closing it out.
That's right. We'll see if Elsom's going to switch again, though, because every time that there has been a loss, Elsom has tended to shift around on the characters. The Toro is a little bit surprising to me, but he's staying with it. And Doggo's also staying with the Thor, so we're going to be going into game number 2. Did we have a change of scenery again, or did we go back to Shipwreck?
I think we went back to Shipwreck,
okay.
if I caught correctly.
That's
yeah,
right.
It's going to be Shipwreck for game number 2, and it seemed like a map that the red team was definitely enjoying, so not too surprised to see them want to come over here. But still, the advantage, getting that game number 1 means that if it keeps oscillating, it could go.
Ket had to do that.
Yeah,
was
great
gone.
save, yeah. Oh, Elsom. Again?
That's it.
He gets, the chase dodge, Elsom. Still living. Red team takes a huge early lead 20 seconds into this one.
Elsom is just able to make his opponents do craziness off the side of the stage. Ground pound hits Rygunduz. Can he make it back? He gets the chase dodge. D-Light ground pound comes through. It's been so much unarmed damage off the side of the stage, but Ket is the one that got punished.
Dude, Elsom was literally playing an offstage in sweat beads the whole time. Just finding hits, chase dodging, getting that extra bit, and still red team with the lead.
I love that Nair stopping the ground pound from Ket, allowing Elsom to come back to the stage, and Elsom getting that recovery towards the top. Wonderfully played. Doggo looking for that stomp. But this is a great start for the red team, as that scoop's not even able to take him off the top. And we got double hammer. Okay.
The second time ever
the second
in
time.
history.
You know what? Rygunduz is really good at using that down stick in center stage, and he gravity cancels with it to make sure that there's no risk of it getting a bounce. And now with that stock coming through, sure, Ket and red, but stock's technically in favor of the blue team.
Yeah, as long as they can keep these stocks alive, get some more damage put out, very real possibility that blue team maintains this lead, but Rygunduz is the one who could even it up if he gets taken out.
Elsom trying to get those fadeaway side airs. Steal that recovery comes through instead. Rygunduz having to come back to the stage, falling. No, doesn't get the scoop, gets punched away by the neutralite instead. But that Nair from Ket is some good extra credit, and he really has to make this stock count after losing that first stock so early.
He's trying. He's getting some damage hit after hit, keeping this one alive, trying to play central.
That's
gets
huge.
a stomp, scoop up. Yeah, he's getting extra.
He's gotten enough damage on Elsom now to where the stock, I feel like, has been worth it. Elsom now in orange, despite the 5 defense from that defense stance. Nice gravity cancel sidelight, and the alley-oop, the stomp side, another stomp there. Elsom is just having so much trouble as Ket has been popping off on the second stock, and Elsom sets up the Nair for Rygunduz.
And Doggo now down to his final stock. Ket lost his first stock so fast, and Elsom might be the one to join him in the final stocks. Ket does lose it. Stock count evened up.
Oh, Rygunduz could go for that unarmed recovery, and that could just take Elsom down. Sider instead. No dodge on Elsom means he has to use to get back to the stage right there. Rygunduz fighting Doggo on the right side of the stage. Can Ket get the stock? Team combo on Doggo. The neutral stick charged all the way up, and that neutral light was almost enough from the other side of the stage.
So incredibly damaged. It is enough. Couldn't get back to it. Doggo's the one in trouble, though. Final stock here for the red team. Blue team really just taking this one back.
Ooh, sidelight hits. Sidelight coming through. Doggo goes for the kick. Some friendly fire from Ket. Not great for the blue team, but Rygunduz still has another stock to play with. Down sig gets punished by a side sig, and that dash jump sider does hit Doggo. Rygunduz still alive, but if Ket goes down, that could be blue team throwing away this potential win, because man, if they get into that 1v2, it is so tough against Doggo and Elsom.
Oh, good dodge through. Doesn't get taken out by the ground pound. Doggo hanging out. You can see Ket sitting on the wall there, knows that he's the linchpin for the team. Doggo's chasing it. Got them both. Still not enough.
Oh, and Elsom gets the D-Light side air. Doggo goes in for that. Okay, that's it for Ket. And Rygunduz now behind. Gets hit by the ground pound sidelight weapon throw. Double weapon throw on the other side of the stage. Elsom gets it with the Nair. Has to land on the stage. No dodge, but he chase dodges all the way out there.
Really wanted to try to find a hit onto Doggo. Couldn't quite find it, though. Recovery. Oh, snap. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. Downlight recovery. Not quite enough. He's got a hammer. Watch out for the down sig.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Rygunduz, oh, he goes for this weird side air. He gets back to the stage, he gets in there. One there. Rygunduz goes into the net. That was the craziest 50-50 I've ever seen. But the down air hits the side of the stage. It hits the top of the stage instead. And Rygunduz goes over the stop side air, gets sidelight sired himself. Does he even have the jumps to make it back? He does it diagonal dodge, and Doggo wins.
The short wall of Shipwreck again. Not doing any favors for any players. Red team clutches out game number 2. They had such a huge lead to kick it off, and the blue team was bringing that back.
Wow, yeah, what a crazy matchup. And Cat having such an amazing performance after losing that stock so early on. Oh, Rygunduz. I mean, it was a tough recovery to make, but man, seeing him touch that stage would have been it. But here we go in a game number 3. We have a chance for a game 5 scenario here in the grand final reset, as they are now tied up 1-1. Doggo and Elsom versus Kent and Rygunduz, with both players or both teams having taken a set off the other.
They're thinking long and hard about these map picks, and I very much expect no more Shipwreck opportunities off of a Doggo Elsom win. I think Kent and Rygunduz are going to ban it out every single time, and it's going to be left to 2 tri-platform maps and like a Mammoth.
It's literally exactly what happened. I mean, I guess Miami Dome is like...
But it's like there with the tri-plats.
It is one of those... It fits the same style of what people are looking for when it comes to those map bans. And Mammoth being the only thing available that's agreeable between both teams is we're going to be going for game number 3, as all of the legends remain the same. We've seen 2, will we see 3 down sigs from Bodvar in center of the stage. I really like how Rygunduz has been using that as a mix-up to catch people and really take them off the side when they're high enough damage for it to work.
And the big thing here, like, we saw the start of this one where Elsom went in off stage unarmed, and like there was just so much extra wall. Elsom has to do so much more work if he wants to get these offstage edge guards.
Yeah, let's see how it works here. As that recovery from Rygunduz hits Elsom. And the blue team has like a slight lead. Elsom hasn't really been able to get that offstage craziness to start just yet. Chance here as that ground pound comes through, but Ket makes it back, and Elsom has to go to the other side of the stage.
Elsom's taking quite a bit of damage here. The alley-oop, the recovery into the side air, and now Elsom, first one on in the second stock.
Side sig whiffs. Nice punch from Elsom. Gets the recovery though, and the weapon throw might have taken Doggo out. No, but the Thor neutral signature coming in real clutch for that recovery. It means that Doggo gets to keep on living.
And credit to Elsom for being able to protect, make sure he blocks out both blue team members so Doggo could do that safely.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Weapon, let's see if weapon throw is going to come out here on the left side of the stage. No, okay, Doggo goes off the top. Can Ket make it back? Neutral stick from Elsom gets punished. There's so many neutral attacks that hit Elsom at once. As you said, the DI came into play there. But even it up now. Elsom the only one with a little bit of damage on the field.
Yeah, just a little bit behind everyone else, but still very doable on either side. But with the way that this one is swinging, right, back and forth, could see this one in game number 5 on Mammoth Fortress.
Side light comes through, recovery as well. Elsom falls with the nair. Neutral light connects. Ket, D-light recovery hits. Recovery from Rygunduz doesn't quite hit either. Nair comes through. Oh no, Rygunduz. Can he get the D-light? He can't. And now the red team is so close to being out.
Oh, he jumps into it.
That's a pretty big hit coming out from Ket. And the neutral light from there just barely doesn't knock out Elsom off the left side of the stage. Elsom with such great survivability.
Yeah, blue team has not taken that much damage since losing those first stocks. They've just been vibing and living, and they're just adding more and more damage. I don't even know if they're worried about taking out Elsom as much as they maybe just want to take out Doggo here.
Doggo ground pounds to safety of the left side of the stage, just waiting for a weapon spawn here. Ket and Rygunduz doing well in center. Recovery comes through from Elsom, but still, surprised Elsom's not out, but I think you're right. I think they're just kind of like, let's just take down Doggo. We won't even have to worry about Elsom. If they get touched by like anything, even like a downlight on Sword might have, you know, pretty anticlimactic for that stock, for how long Elsom lasted.
He lived for a while, but he also fell quite quickly. Ground pound coming out from Doggo, was able to take out Rygunduz.
Nice double pogo coming out from Elsom. Gets the double dare. Ooh, Elsom tries to go in for the falling side air, and Doggo hits. Weapon throw comes forward. Elsom can't get the down lights. And Ket. No. Rygunduz used the downlight on Ket for a chase dodge to reposition. Nice job making use of that blunder. But if Ket goes down here, this is a lot like game 1 where I was like, this isn't out of the realm of possibility for Doggo and Elsom to bring it back if they're able to take Ket down to 1 stock here.
Definitely would still be a challenge, though. They're getting so much damage put out. They need to take out Rygunduz here on the left side. Elsom trying to do it with the edge guard. Rygunduz with the sweat beads, but again, long walls for Mammoth, keeping Rygunduz alive.
Man, I can't believe Ket's still surviving on the stock 2. Goes in for the stomp. Nair's not hitting. Both players playing relatively on top of each other. And that side air, man, Mammoth is doing a great job of keeping them alive from these strong hitting moves there. When they hit the Sairs, they tend to be hitting them on the opposite side of the stage.
So they're just getting launched, but then coming back. You see Rygunduz with the disengage, goes all the way to the outside. Elsom needs to live. Doggo needs to live if they want a chance at this 1v2. The neutral light actually gets stuffed out there.
Man, it is... When a opponent... Fine, side air comes in there, but it's like... I'm constantly being impressed at how they're able to hit neutral lights that just barely don't knock out a player with 300 damage on them. But
they're really playing for, like, let's get as much damage as possible. Side light, side air, finishes it up 2-1 in favor of Ket and Rygunduz, and they're on
and we can
point.
see the damage taken across the board, all above 500, nearly at 700 for Elsom, and one of those stocks was a accident. So it was like, wow, you were really taking a lot of damage on the Tori. That is not what you'd expect to see. And now we're 1 game away, Duke, from Ket and Rygunduz being the champions.
They could easily become the spring champions for 2022 if they win 1 more game. Otherwise, we're going to game number 5. And the big question for me is, what's the map? Of course, not Miami. Of course, Shipwreck is going to be left on the board, but what else is there going to be? And will Ket and Rygunduz just go to something different?
I think that when I'm imagining what the stage striking situation is, I'd imagine they take him to Shipwreck, Apocalypse, Crystal Temple, which is where as I was thinking it, they did it, so I was kind of cheating, I guess, because it's what literally happened. And I really don't think they want to go to Crystal Temple or Apocalypse at all. So Shipwreck just ends up being what's happening.
Interesting.
And what happens is we get this weird band dynamic, which is like, yeah, sure, Ket Rygunduz would prefer Mammoth over Shipwreck, but they aren't going to go to any of those other stages.
It really feels like it's like we get our map, you get your map, and we'll just alternate.
And in a situation like this, where Ket and Rygunduz have that map pick advantage, right, or map ban advantage, where if they lose this, they get to take Shipwreck out of the equation, they're pretty favorable here being up 2-1. And that's the benefit of being up a game in a set ever.
That's again, that's what I was trying to say with the that first map win. Winning game number 1 gives you such a huge advantage in this alternating.
When maps look like they're that important. Because there are some times where maps just don't matter between 2 teams, but between these 2 teams, I think it's a pretty big deal. And we see here, first stock could go either way for anybody, because even though Doggo hasn't taken that much damage, we know what happens off stage on Shipwreck Falls.
Definitely seen people lose stocks quickly. Doggo trying to follow up off the neutral light, couldn't quite get it. Ket on the right side is going to eat a down air, but nope, can't come back, and might be a double. Yep.
Oh, and Rygunduz falls off the bottom of the stage, and Doggo and Elsom make an argument, a very strong argument for a Game 5 scenario here.
But Rygunduz on the debate team, really.
And look at that. He's going to go off the side of the stage to the side stick. Doggo's got no recoveries. He has to dodge back to the stage. But I was surprised the stop there wasn't primed there. Elsom really got into their faces and stopped that from happening. But yeah, Rygunduz almost went for the double knockout after I said that. And look at this. Side air comes through. Side air connects, and that could be an even game. Will they get the alley-oop? He does dash forward for the sideline, and Elsom takes a good amount of damage.
Yeah, Elsom's got to be careful. Every single time the blue team launches Doggo, they immediately try to collapse onto Elsom. Team combo opportunity, but Elsom's going to take damage on the back of the head.
Oh, Nair hits. Rygunduz going to the right side of the stage. Sidelight connects. D-Light comes through. Stomp, scoop off the top. Cats goes in. Oh, he waits, and Doggo got a hard read with the neutral stick. Rygunduz, he misses the wall again, and Doggo is now on 3 stocks to Rygunduz' 1. He goes down as I say it, but it's still such a huge lead.
Yeah, this is a solid lead for the red team, but I mean, they had a big lead in game number 2. The blue team was able to bring it back, but now things are looking great for the red team as Rygunduz and Ket are both on their final stocks.
Nair hits, recovery hits as well. Ket falls to the down air. Doggo Oh, Stomp Cider comes through. Cider hits Cat. Oh, man, so much damage coming in for the blue team. That was just a complete scrap of back and forth wake-ups, and Cat is the one that goes down as a result, and Rygunduz has just been not having a good time with Shipwreck Falls Wall right now. I mean, they were helping him out, but it's 4 stocks to 1. They really want to be able to take the momentum from the blue team going into Game 5, because that will be the final game for sure, and that was awesome. But Elsom was kind of giving it to him, too.
Yeah. Definitely red team kind of playing with their food a little bit. They know they've got such a sizable lead here. Elsom's got to be a little careful, though. Not that a 1v1 for Rygunduz would be too easy, but...
I've seen Elsom and Sweat Beads so much more than any other player when it comes to chasing people off stage. That D-Light Cider will do it, and we are going to a Game 5.
All right, game number 5 between the two of them. Who could ask for more, right? A reset into a game number 5. Australia doing us favors. They're trying to get as much airtime as possible, but right now, who's going to close it out? Are we going to Mammoth? I got to hope that the red team says, you know what? I know that you like winning on Mammoth, but what if we just didn't? Because they do have 3 maps to pick from.
It's really tough because it comes down to the preference of the team and what maps they have prepared and where they're comfortable playing.
Just play uncomfortable.
Just because they've been losing on Mammoth doesn't mean that Mammoth isn't what they think is their best bet to win.
That's fair. That's fine. I am of the opinion, make the other team uncomfortable.
Just go to the Great Hall.
Yeah, just do something. Do something weird. You already have lost twice on Mammoth.
Enigma, and just
different.
get D-Light recovered off the top by Elsom off the top.
Change the storyline, because we've seen chapters 1 through 4, and it's going to be on the red team to make the decision on what is going to be chapter 5. Are they going to be closing it out and being crowned the spring champions, or will the underdogs, Ket and Rygunduz, be the spring champions?
We have literally 1 game to decide that now at this point, right? Because the reset came through. 2. Both players have lost a set. Now we are in here in the grand final reset, and it's Game 5, and it's in a situation where both players are like, okay, they're taking a moment, they're taking a step back. Let's figure out what legends we want to lock in. It's going to be the last legends that we locked in, win or lose, for the rest of the spring championship 2v2 section. And what map is it going to be as well? I'm fully expecting Shipwreck to be banned right off the bat.
100%.
But then afterwards, I am interested. Are they going to like have your mindset with the pick here where they're like, Mammoth might be what we're most comfortable on, but it's not been working. Maybe we go somewhere where both teams are uncomfortable.
I think Shipwreck, Apocalypse, and Crystal are going to be instant bans for the blue team. And I think we have a very real possibility of kind of a similar thing where they leave Great Hall, Miami Dome, and Mammoth, and just hope that the red team goes to it.
Last time it was Enigma, Miami Dome, and Mammoth. I think it was what it was, because you were theorizing.
It was a triplat.
You were theorizing the triplats, but I'm like, I think the sweet spot for both teams is they equally hate the Great Hall.
Okay.
So if what you want is going to happen, that's where we would go.
I think
it's
definitely a possibility. Honestly, if I was on the red team, I think I would lean towards Miami Dome. Just because like you have a lot of good options there. Like the Hattori Sword neutral sig going to be really strong. And just as I spoke, right, the instant bans from Ket on Apocalypse, Crystal, and Shipwreck.
Blue would never ban. They would never ban Mammoth Fortress, would they? If they did, that would be as tri-platform as it gets. That is like
that's as many. You just going for platforms.
It's been a long time since I've seen a ban towards Enigma, Great Hall, and Miami Dome. It is very often, or not very often, that we see that. And I was going to say it's very often that we see it when trying to make somebody super uncomfortable, because a lot of Brawlhalla competition just tends to favor platformless stages like Shipwreck and Mammoth Fortress when it feels like not having a platform. So we'll have to see. They're really this entire conversation is between Mammoth, Great Hall, and I was wrong.
Okay.
They took out Miami Dome.
They went 2 tri-platforms.
I mean, it's up to the red team now whether they go to Mammoth or not. This is the Great Hall pick. Is this the Great Hall pick?
Oh, okay. They're going to go to Mammoth, which is a tough call. It's kind of to your point, right? It's like, do you go for what you're most comfortable with or what you hope the opposing team is least comfortable with? And they're going for what they want, the comfort. And it's going to be game number 5. But the last 2 times they went here, it went the favor of Rygunduz and Ket.
That's right. We'll have to see what happens here, because the winner of this matchup is going to be the 2022 Spring Champions in Australia. Let's see how it plays out. Elsom on the right side of the stage, not getting the offstage exchange that he looks for at the beginning of every game. And the blue team is struggling to get a hit on Doggo.
Yeah, red team looking better at the start of this one, but again, there's still plenty of time to get that damage. Not too concerned just yet, but Ket kind of hanging out on the wall there. Great follow-up from Doggo.
Ooh, side light, side air hits,
Elsom.
weapon throw comes down, Rygunduz comes back to the side of the stage, goes back up, side air comes through, down air hits, Elsom with the spear trying to make it back. Down air connects as well, and that side light will come through. But
Trying to go for the target swaps. Doggo taking damage.
This is like, for a game 5, this is as game 5 as it gets with both players being like, guys, let's not lose those stocks super early on. And we can really see the pressure coming in here as that friendly fire comes through. And Elsom takes a sidelight side air. Team combo opportunity, but blue team opts just to hold center.
Red team has been split for a while, though. Elsom fighting his way over to Doggo. Doggo comes in, hits the nair. Ket, pretty damaged. Opportunity. They're going to get a soft punish there with the side air.
Doggo goes over the stomp, but a falling sider gets him, and man, Elsom, Doggo, just knowing how to survive the upper limits here on Mammoth Fortress, finally goes down. Will Rygunduz go down the other side? Stomp, recovery, doesn't get the Russian Mafia. Elsom finishes the combo with an unarmed recovery, and Rygunduz goes right off the top afterwards. Doggo, the only one with 3 stocks on the screen.
At face value, it's weird to go for the Russian Mafia, but going for a chase dodge off of the stomp is probably the safest thing you can do. And what's the only follow-up, right, is you go for that recovery. So it looks weird at first, but I kind of get it.
Neutral light connects, but it's going to need more than that to take down Thor. Elsom on the left side of the stage. Goes up the recovery.
Yep, got through that weapon toss, sidelight side air. Stock count evened up, like you said, the most game 5-iest game 5 in the grand finals you could ask for.
Ooh, Elsom avoids the side air, switches back to the stage. Ket falls in for that sidelight nair. And Elsom with the spear on the right side of the stage is trying to get that ground pound. And one actually connects. Second one does not, however. And Doggo goes towards the top of the stage. Nice neutral light. Neutral light from Ket gets the neutral light air. Man, Doggo, really the only one that's like on top of the fact that he has super high defense, also just not getting hit that much. And Rygunduz looks like he's going to be the first one to go down if he's not careful.
Yeah, he's definitely taking quite a bit of damage. Sidelight side air, though. Doggo on the left side, blue team trying to decide, do they want to take out Elsom? Do they want to keep this pressure on Doggo? Recovery connects, Rygunduz on the final stock. Red team with the slight advantage if they can maintain this. Great alley-oop, the handoff to get the KO.
Oh, and a sidelight, D-light side air to open up on Rygunduz potentially. I mean, this is just his final stock. Like, I had to think about this. Like, oh yeah, no, win or lose. This is going to be it for Ken and Rygunduz. And now, Elsom and Doggo are getting even more damage on the blue team as Elsom really pop it off, but he's got to be careful. Luckily, Mammoth Fortress has like 5 times the wall of the shipwreck.
That credit's got sunglasses. It is so extra in favor of the red team. And blue team trying to find those finishing blows. Gets the sidelight side air, gets the recovery. You can't ask for more, Taza.
You're right. This is incredibly close between both teams here. Falling side air doesn't hit. The second one does. Rygunduz looking for a weapon. Ket gets an orb, but stops Saren for it. Doggo, oh no, friendly fire from Elsom on the down signature really interrupts the momentum, and Ket gets through on both players with the neutral light, side air. We just hear so many orb sidelights going around, but he gets hit into the neutral sig of Elsom.
The active frames helping out the red team. Blue team slightly more damage, not quite in the KO percents, but the chase up. Rygunduz the end sig. It's all left to Ket.
Oh, and Ket in the 1v2. Oh, he gets over the sidelight. Is that going to be it, dude?
Good coverage. The offstage opportunity, that's a burn dodge. You see Elsom full disengage after burning that dodge.
Oh, tries to get back to the stage.
He's stuck. Gets up.
Oh, neutral light comes through. It's so tough. He would have to rely on Elsom to go off stage for something crazy with the spear here. Yeah. I feel like it's going to be so hard to get through. Only hammer side airs at this point. He can't even risk going for stomps.
He can barely risk a sidelight as the side air connects on his back. He doesn't have the hammer anymore. A pogo, a ground pound, anything could take him out. Ket barely gets back up. Oh, he's just narrowly avoiding getting taken out inside of that. There it is. Red team closes it out. Doggo and Elsom are going to be your spring champions.
Doggo and Elsom. What an awesome...